Hey, my still standing friend. It's Di, and welcome to the Still Standing podcast. This space was created for women who have lived through a chapter that she would have never chosen and is still trying to figure out who she is on the other side of it. So take a breath, settle in, and step into your own shoes. I can't wait for you to hear this episode. Listen, there's been something I've been meaning to tell you, and it involves my boobs. After breast cancer surgery, trying to find a bra that felt good all day can feel like a second job that I didn't apply for. But I finally found one that is soft and supportive and flattering and does not make me want to rip it off by lunchtime. It's from Handful. Handful makes an all-day flattering sports bra, and it's designed to lift without wires, and it's flattering without flattening, which I love, and it fits like a dream. It has serious support and buttery soft comfort with adjustable straps, removable pads, and none of the digging and pinching like I normally could have in a sports bra. And honestly, I wore it all day because it was so comfortable. I have an exclusive discount for you too. So go to handful.com and use the code 1969 for 30% off any product. That's handful.com, code 1969. I do earn commission when you use my code, so when you shop, you're also supporting me and the show. Your boobs deserve better, and frankly, so do you. Tonight, I take my last dose of Tamoxifen. My very last one. And I thought this moment would feel simple. Like, I'd like to take this tiny little pill, swallow it with a dramatic movie star exhale, maybe hear inspirational music in the background, and suddenly feel free. But the truth, I feel free, and I'm scared. Five years ago, I heard the words no woman wants to hear. You have breast cancer. And just like that, my life split in two. There was a before, and then there was the after. I was diagnosed with stage 1A breast cancer. It was caught early, thank goodness, on just my routine mammogram, and I was so grateful for that. So note to self and all my listeners, make sure you get those annual mammograms and self-check every month. But caught early does not mean it wasn't easy on me. Caught early doesn't mean that I wasn't scared. It doesn't even mean my mind, my body, my confidence, my sleep, my hormones, and my entire sense of safety can just keep moving along like nothing happened. Because breast cancer changed the way I look at everything. How I look in the mirror. My future, what was that going to look like? The appointments that I had. My sense of control. One day I was living my life, and the next day I was learning words I never really wanted to know. Lumpectomy, radiation, margins, follow-up appointments, and risk reduction, and hormone therapy, and the aftermath of radiation treatment. And the hormone therapy, that's where Tamoxifen entered the room. That tiny little white pill had a very big job. For anyone listening who doesn't know what Tamoxifen is, I want to explain it in real life terms, just so you know. Tamoxifen is not chemotherapy. I didn't have chemotherapy with my breast cancer. It wasn't needed. It's a hormone therapy often used for certain types of breast cancer, especially hormone receptor positive breast cancer, which is what I had. That means estrogen can play a role in feeding or encouraging cancer cells within your body. Tamoxifen helps block the estrogen from attacking those cells. So to put it in plain English, it was like putting a lock on the door for 5 years. Estrogen may still be walking around and knocking like it owns the place, but tamoxifen is standing there saying, "Not today, ma'am." And that mattered. That's the way I look at it. I look at it like that because my doctor just recommended it, and I knew that I had to save my future. I took it because it was part of lowering my breast cancer reoccurrence risk. I took it because when you have breast cancer and someone offers you something that might help protect you, you take it seriously. And I certainly did. Every day for 5 years, all those little pills. 1,825 times I chose the plan. 1,825 reminders that breast cancer had happened to me. And I want to be very clear. I am absolutely grateful for tamoxifen. I want to kiss the person who actually came up with this to use. I'm grateful that it was an option, that I didn't have to do chemotherapy, and for the doctors and the science and the research and the whole entire treatment plan. But gratitude does not erase the toll that it took on my body. And tamoxifen and I were not exactly besties. We were more like two women forced to sit side by side each other on a very long flight. I respected her role. I understood why she was there. But did I want to vacation with her? Absolutely not. Now, this drug affects people differently. But for me, tamoxifen flipped me right into menopause and then acted like I had been personally invited to enjoy these symptoms. The hot flashes, the night sweats, the non-sleeping, the weight gain, the brain fog, mood swings, the joint aches, like I'm an 80-year-old woman, and the exhaustion. My hormones didn't gently adjust. They held this emergency meeting without me, changed all the rules, and then expected me to function like I had just received the memo. And my metabolism, she did not leave a forwarding address. She didn't even send a postcard. She simply disappeared like someone who owed me money. And I had questions. So now that I'm stopping the tamoxifen, what happens next? Do the night sweats calm down? Do I finally get to sleep through the night again? Does my metabolism come back wherever she's been hiding? Do my hormones even know what they're doing anymore? And dear God, will I get my dreaded period back? Because good old Aunt Flo has been gone long enough that I'm not exactly standing at the door with balloons and a banner welcoming her home. I mean, I want my body back, but not that. And this is the strange part about this milestone. I am hopeful that I will sleep again and I won't get the night sweats where I'm drenched like I just ran a complete triathlon under Sean's heated blanket. And I'm hopeful my energy comes back and my brain clears and my body starts feeling and looking like me again. But I also have no idea what to expect. And uncertainty is scary after breast cancer. After the cancer, your body can stop feeling like it's a safe place. You start monitoring everything, every ache, every test and follow up, and weird feeling that you have, and every little pain that might be in my boob, or not being able to stretch a certain way. Is that even normal? And now I'm supposed to step into a new chapter without the pill that has been part of my daily routine for the last 5 years. It's a lot. And here's the part I really want to say out loud. So turn up the volume if you need to. The hardest part has not just been the side effects. The hardest part has been not feeling like me. I want to try on clothes and feel like me again. I want to put something on without starting a legal negotiation with my body in the dressing room. I want to look in the mirror and be happy. Not just the woman who survived breast cancer or took the pill. I don't want to just be the woman trying to be grateful enough that she does not complain. Me, the woman underneath this all, the woman with the spark and the energy, and the woman who could sleep through the night. The woman who did not have to think so much about her body every single day. The woman who could get dressed in fun outfits without it becoming an emotional event. That's what I want. And I need to say this clearly. Wanting to feel like yourself again after breast cancer is certainly not vanity. It's not being shallow or ungrateful. It is human. And it is body grief and identity grief. You want those back, and they were gone. And it's the grief of surviving breast cancer and then realizing you're still living inside a body that feels unfamiliar. And yes, I know this body carried me through a lot. I survived the surgery. Everything went great. My body went through the radiation, went through that with flying colors, and now the 5 years of tamoxifen. I know this body deserves compassion, but I'm also allowed to miss myself, right? I'm allowed to miss the energy that I had and being able to sleep and the confidence and my metabolism coming back. I also want to look in the mirror and think, there she is. Hi. Hey, I missed you. Tonight, with this last pill in my hand, I feel like I'm standing between two truths. One truth is I am done. The other truth is I am scared shitless to be done. Because for 5 years, tamoxifen has been part of my protection plan. It's not perfect protection or easy protection. And, I just gave you the list of everything that I was going through to stay protected. All the side effects, all the things I was feeling. But it was still protection. And when you have breast cancer, or I assume any type of cancer, protection becomes emotional. Even when that protection comes with the hot flashes and the weight gain and the brain fog and the everything. So, yeah, I am excited and am relieved and ready to just move on. But I'm also wondering, what if the breast cancer comes back? And what if I stop and it makes me feel so exposed? This new chapter is something that I'm going to have to swallow. That's part of the survivorship that people don't always understand. You can follow the plan and still be afraid, and you can be grateful and yet still be exhausted. And you can be hopeful and nervous at the same time. All that can be true. And that's where I am tonight. I'm not pretending, and I'm not wrapping this milestone into a perfect pink bow. I'm not saying I am fine just because it's easier for everyone else to hear. I'm saying the truth. This is complicated. This is emotional. This is brave. And this is real life after breast cancer. But I do not want fear to be the only voice in this next chapter. I want hope in the room. I want curiosity, and I want patience. And I want humor. And yes, I want the sleep. Oh my goodness, give me the sleep. I want to wake up and feel rested. I want to move my body and feel strong and try on clothes without acting like the mirror's personally attacking me. And I want my body to feel like home again. Not the exact body I had before breast cancer, not the exact life I had before breast cancer, because I'm not even the same person. I've changed, but change doesn't mean gone. Breast cancer changed me. Tamoxifen changed me. This kicked in menopause certainly changed me. But none of that took me. I'm still here and still standing. And I'm still healing. And I'm still becoming the person who I'm meant to be. And maybe that's the real milestone. Not that I'm suddenly fearless, and not that I know exactly what my hormones will do next, and not that Aunt Flo might come back at any dramatic hour, but I'm ready to begin again with gratitude, with a little fear, and with the belief that I am allowed to want more than survival. That line matters to me. I'm allowed to want more than survival. I'm allowed to want the joy and the energy and the confidence and all of that. And that's fine. That's great. So the next chapter is going to be a life that feels like mine again. I can't wait. So here's the lesson for today. The chapter after breast cancer can be one of the bravest chapters of all, because it is one thing to fight when everyone else can see the battle. It's another thing to keep healing when the world thinks that you should be done talking about it. The last pill does not erase the fear. It does not magically hand me my old body, my old energy and sleep and all that good stuff that I had. But it does give me a marker, a quiet line in the sand, a moment where I can say, I did what I needed to do. I carried what I needed to carry. I took all those little pills, and I am now allowed to come back to myself. So here's your reflection question for today. What part of you are you ready to meet again? Even if you're scared, are you ready to meet your new body, your new confidence, new joy, meet peace? Maybe get your energy back or a spark that you used to have. Maybe you lost your sense of humor through things that have happened, through a life split. Don't force it. Don't shame it or rush it. Just meet it. Meet it where it's at. Because sometimes healing is not about becoming brand new. It's about standing in front of a woman who made it through and saying, there you are. I missed you. If this episode spoke to you, share it with a woman who needs to be reminded that breast cancer survival, or any type of survival, is not the end of the story. It's the beginning of coming back to yourself. And if you were in a chapter where life did not ask permission to write, come walk with me. Thank you so much for spending the time with me on Still Standing with Diane Six. I do not take it lightly that you press play, especially when life already has you juggling 47 different things, one missing charger, and possibly a school email that has already ruined your day. This podcast really does feel like an extension of the whole Still Standing community. The stories, the laughs, and the, oh, thank God it's not just me moments. And the reminder that life can split wide open. And somehow here we are, still standing, still slightly annoyed, but standing. If this episode made you laugh, think, tear up, roll your eyes in recognition, or at me, text a friend who needs to hear this. I would love for you to stay connected. Don't forget to leave a quick review. It makes a huge difference, and it helps this show reach more people, especially the ones walking through a chapter they did not choose. and needing a little humor and honesty and proof that they're not doing this all alone. Until next time, take a breath, put one foot in front of the other, and remember, life splits, but you can still stand. Bye now.